What's good? It's a Stream Constant Tab and go with my official WWE Wrestlepalooza Predictions. Finna going over every match on the card, what I think of the potential matches, what I think of every single feud, what I think could lead after every single match. If you like daily wrestling content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe because I upload daily wrestling content. I'm finna go ahead and jump straight into the predictions. The first match I'm gonna discuss is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. This match is either probably gonna open the show or close because I don't see a match this big being in the middle of the show. So I really think this should be the opener because this match should not main event. From a star power perspective, this should close the show, but I'm sorry, the build from this story, there is no story. There really isn't no story because Brock Lesnar still hasn't given an explanation for why he attacked John Cena. And it's so unfortunate because John Cena is my GOAT. This is his retirement tour, and I should care about this match. Like, this is the last time we're going to see John Cena in a wrestling ring very soon. So it's like you want to cherish every moment, but it's like, I do not care. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing this match first to get it out the way because I just don't care. It's like, John Cena is winning. I'm assuming John Cena is winning. There's no reason for Brock Lesnar to win this match. Like, John Cena needs to win this match. Let's move on because there's no story here. It's just Brock Lesnar attacked John Cena for whatever reason. We would never get it, just like how we never got the Cody Rhodes explanation. But he's going to, not explain why he attacked John Cena. John Cena's going to win, and then we need to move on from this. I just... Oh my God. And I'm already not a Brock Lesnar fan to begin with, but this is just making it worse that we're just keep getting Brock Lesnar returning with no explanation. It's like we can't be serious right now. So John Cena should win. What I think could go from here, I don't know what's next for John Cena, to be honest. I don't know who could potentially retire him. I know there was rumors about Gunther retiring John Cena. So I really don't know what's next for John Cena because I know a lot of people want him to go for after the IC championship, which would be nice. I would actually enjoy that, but I don't know if that's the right move, but to be fair, it seems like WWE don't know what to do with John Cena because this entire retirement tour has been nothing but unplanned, just completely unplanned. So I don't even know WWE even knows what they want to do with John Cena at this point. So we'll see how this plays out, but I'm not really that excited for it, but I have John Cena picking up the victory. Now we got the tag team match between Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed versus the Usos. This has been somewhat interesting. Now this match right here can go either way. You can either go with the Browns winning to continue to have the Vision stand tall, to have them be this powerful, dominant faction, or you have the Usos win, potentially tease them, reuniting. I think the Browns are going to win here because I think they're going to continue to tell the story of Jey Uso continuing to slowly becoming Roman Reigns, taking Roman Reigns' advice, potentially turning heel, and then Jimmy Uso being the babyface in this situation, not liking how his brother is acting. And I think potentially Jey Uso might end up blaming Jimmy Uso for this match, potentially. So I actually think Jimmy Uso is the one that's going to take the pin here as well. So I think this is going to lead to, them bickering at each other on Raw with Jey blaming him. And then him showing more of those Roman Reigns tendencies of back when Roman was the tribal chief. Well, still is the tribal chief technically. But when Roman Reigns, of course, when the bloodline was all united, of course. And I think he's going to have one of those, very controlling aspects of Roman Reigns' character. And then this is going to lead to potentially the Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso feud that I think is going to be coming very soon. I think it's the right choice. You have the Vision stand tall, have them look credible, because I also think that later in the show, the Vision is going to lose, so it makes sense for them to win earlier in the show to not hurt them as much. So I think it makes sense. Don't know what happens to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker after this feud, because I think after they win this match, I don't see Jimmy and Jey well, actually, never mind. They might, now that I think about it, they may actually continue this feud now because they got to continue something until War Games, because this is typically the motto for WWE after SummerSlam. Get a heel faction, have them feud with a bunch of baby faces until at least the War Games. They do this every year. So they kind of have to continue this rivalry now that I think about it, because who's going to feud with the Vision if it ain't going to be Jimmy and Jey? Because the only person left will be CM Punk and LA Knight, and you need more baby faces than that because Roman ain't returning. So yeah, they're probably going to continue this feud afterwards. So, but I have Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker picking up the victory. Now we got the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match between Io Sky and Stephanie McMahon. This is very interesting. This could go a lot of ways. I think either woman can win. I don't really want either woman to win, but I think I'm going to go with Io Sky here. I think Io Sky is the best choice due to her story with Asuka. Now, I don't think you need this title to tell that story. I think it would just make it more interesting. Now, my problem with Stephanie McMahon, because I love Stephanie, I really do. My issue with Stephanie is how she's been booked. I just don't agree with her winning the world title right now. My main issue with Stephanie is that she hasn't been built up enough for a world title. They barely feature her on Raw. That's my main issue. Because I do agree, because I don't think every new NXT call up needs to go after a mid card championship and then the main event. Some people are just ready for that main event scene. My issue is that they barely feature her. She barely has any matches. We barely even see her character. It's like, that's my main issue. Plus, I don't know where you go with Stephanie after she wins, because who does she feud with? Because you got the Io and Asuka thing that's going to clearly be a feud, especially because Asuka is begging for her to win the title. And if she loses, Asuka is going to beat, going to, of course, berate her. Then you have Rhea Ripley potentially, but I don't see that being an actual feud because it's just going to be a friendly rivalry type thing. So who else is there after that? Where with Io, you have options. You have Asuka, you have Rhea, you have potentially Bayley but yeah, you even have Bayley, who she has history. Now, you can say you can make history with Stephanie, which I do agree with. But my issue is that you should have just built her up first, then have this instead. That's just me personally. I think it's just better for Io to have the title for right now. I think you could tell more of a story with that, in my personal opinion. But I could be wrong, but I have Io Sky picking up the victory here. Now for the WWE Undisputed Championship between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. This match, I'm not that excited for, mainly because I know the outcome. And I've said many times, predictability isn't bad. It's just depending on how it's booked and depending if you make it entertaining. This feud, it's not really a feud. It's a feud, but this feud has only lasted for like a week or so, when Drew McIntyre just attacked Cody and then he just got ran off TV to film Street Fighter, and then Cody returned, of course. So we know Cody is winning. I kind of wish this was a triple threat to protect Drew McIntyre, to make it a bit more interesting, a bit more unpredictable, but we know Drew McIntyre is losing this match. Cody is easily going to retain. I would personally have Drew win because I don't think Cody needs the title, to be honest with you. And to be honest, what is next for Cody? Because if he wins this match, what is he going to do on SmackDown? Because he's running out of options, to be honest with you. The only person he has to feud left is Randy Orton, but for whatever reason, they're waiting forever to just pull the trigger on this feud. Maybe they do it at WrestleMania. I don't know, even though I don't think you really need to wait that long. They could just easily have a trilogy of matches, but I'm just like, can we just start, picking things up when it comes to Cody and his title reign? But Cody Rhodes is obviously going to retain here. Don't really need to explain much, really, with this. Now we get the main event. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch versus CM Punk and AJ Lee. This has been easily the best thing of, in WWE. Very excited for this match. Now, this is a perfect example of something that is very predictable, but entertaining. AJ Lee and Punk are easily winning. You're not going to have AJ Lee, who just returned after 10 years, lose her first match. Like, it's very obviously that AJ Lee and Punk are winning. But I like what they've been doing here. I love the story they've been telling her. This is very interesting. I can't wait to see AJ Lee back in the ring, see how she does after being, gone for 10 years, to see if she has any in-ring rust. Very interested to see how this plays out. What happens next? I'm assuming they're going to win, and then this is going to lead to Punk, of course, going after Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship, of course, getting his revenge for getting cashed in on. And then this is going to lead to AJ Lee possibly dethroning Becky Lynch, which I'm not going to say I hate, but I also don't love it, because I kind of wish that if Becky Lynch was going to lose the Intercontinental Championship, it should go to someone that actually, can benefit from it, that actually get boosted from it, like a Stephanie Vaquer, who I've been wanting to dethrone Becky, because AJ Lee doesn't really need to dethrone Becky, but from a storyline perspective, it makes sense. So I think that's what's going to happen here. AJ Lee, CM Punk, they're going to pick up the victory here. Overall, I am excited for the show. I just wish the booking of the show could have been a bit better to build towards these matches. But you guys let me know your overall thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, that's it.